Welcome into the Raw Relationship Podcast, everybody. My name is Brett, and seated to my right, your left, is my beautiful wife,
Candy Graham.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
So this one, we're going to try and do something a little bit new. We got a lot of great feedback from our previous few episodes. So thank you for everybody who commented, who told us what they thought. Everybody that watched the episodes, thank you so much. One of the feedback that we did get was, these episodes are a little bit long, especially since we're really kind of building a footing here, and
we're not celebrities yet.
Yeah, we're definitely not celebrities. So why would you want to sit and listen to us for 45 minutes or watch us? So we're going to do the same thing we always do and pick a random topic off the randomizer on the iPad. But we are going to try and wrap this thing up in 15 or 20 minutes if we can. So let's just get right to it.
Start the raffle. There we go. Go, 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 go. What's it going to be?
Oh, my God.
What is it?
It's Poppycock.
Oh my gosh,
Pet
yes.
Peeves.
Yes, Pet Peeves, Poppycock. That is such a fun story. Okay, so Poppycock, you're joining us for Pet Peeves, Poppycock, and how you deal with it.
Oh, boy.
What does your partner do that makes you crazy? So, all right, cool. Put this away, and we'll get started on that. So the reason we have Poppycock is...
It's because of your biggest pet peeve.
When I grew up, my mom used to chew with her mouth open, and my brother as well. And my mom would actually talk while she was chewing with her mouth open and spit food places. And I think it actually traumatized me because I can't stand the sound of ever. I actually feel bad when my kids were little. I'd be like, please close your mouth while you're chewing. I just couldn't do it. And, I don't know. I mean, it just made me crazy. So I shared with him that it made me crazy because when he drinks a lot of whiskey, he tends to get very relaxed. And then we eat, and it's happens quite a bit. So I said, pumpernickel. He was like, well, we need to come up with a safe word that you can say. And I said, pumpernickel. He goes, I like poppycock. And I said, done. So I have used it like 4 or 5 times. Yep.
Yeah.
There is an actual phobia. I can't remember what it's called.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
There's an actual phobia of the smacking. The dogs licking themselves. Like, I can't stand it, but I handle it because I know they're trying to clean themselves. But I think for somebody who's got that phobia, Huskies were not the right dog to get. But I wouldn't change it for anything.
It's called misophonia.
Misophonia. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm totally guilty of it, especially if I have like a stuffed up nose and I don't notice it at all. So that's why we came up with this whole thing where we actually came up with it because like if we're sitting at home and eating and you just be like, hey, close your mouth. But if we're out in public and having dinner, I want you to be able to have a code word that you look at me and just go, hey, poppycock.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, sorry.
I like using it at home too, just because I feel like an asshole being like, hey, could you close your mouth while you're eating? I feel like I'm trying to change you or something, and that's not why you get in a relationship. And it's pet peeves, right? Like there's something I do that makes you crazy. I think it's interrupting. We need to come up with a safe word for that.
You know what? I've actually kind of just gotten used to that and just roll with it now because I've noticed that it's like a familial thing. Like when you and the kids all get together and we're talking, and everybody just talks over everybody, but nobody gets upset about it. It's just like a thing.
I think that it's just how we combo.
It does like drive me a little bit crazy though, because I'll be in the middle of a story or telling you something or explaining, and I'll be like, "Well, this is what I want to do."
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like
no, but you'll jump. Jesus. Yeah, and you'll jump in with your own story, and I'm like, wait. But the thing that frustrates me the most about it is when you jump in with another question that I'm just about to answer, and I'm like, if you would let me finish my sentence. You would already have the answer to the question that you just interrupted me with.
Great minds, baby. Great minds. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So, okay. So
there's that one.
Let's cheers to that. Great minds
right.
think alike. So sometimes there's actually one of my favorite memes out there is the one that says, sometimes I get so excited about what I have to say and I don't want to forget it. And that's why I interrupt people.
Yeah.
Which isn't, I don't know if it's true or not. I think I just have ADD, DHD, something along those lines. But
yeah, and there is a thing about that actually. Like I've actually like done some research into like interviewing and talking to people, and if you listen to someone else talking to you, and your only thing occupying your mind is waiting for them to stop talking or have a break so that you can say what you want to say, then you're not engaged in the conversation. You're just waiting to spill your own stuff. But if you really listen to someone, and then you ask more questions about them based on what they said, I think that shows some respect and interest.
See, I did it.
You did?
That
Look
whole
at
time you talked. That whole time. But I also, I completely agree with you. I think that plays into fights, relationship fights, when you're in an argument with anyone, or more likely your partner, because you want to make sure you stand your ground. You want to say your piece, whatever. And so, yeah, that's definitely one of those things. So when you fight, sometimes it's better to just listen to each other too. I'll practice that.
That's hard. That's a
hard
one.
It is, because you're boiling.
Yeah, and you just want to be right. I have to be right, and I have to show you why I'm right and why you're wrong.
I'm Mr. Right and you're Mrs. Wrong. So, yeah.
It's gotta go that way?
So let's go. Let's each do one more pet peeve.
Okay.
And then we'll actually fight about it off the air.
Here we go.
We probably won't. But so one of the other things that makes me kind of crazy is sometimes you snore really, really, really loud, but that's not something I can consider a pet peeve. Like, that is a function. That's a bodily function of yours. So I just got earplugs, but for a while there, I love this man with all my heart. You would do the cutest thing. He'd be snoring. Yeah. And then he'd roll over onto me to cuddle, and now it's in my ear. Yeah. And I just want to sleep next to you. So I went ahead and I ordered earplugs on Amazon. Problem solved. Yep. For the most part. Yeah.
Is that a pet peeve? Is there anything I can do about that?
No.
I mean, I suppose I could get some of those strips or something. That
no,
you put over your nose
baby, I wouldn't want you to do that. My only concern is the whole, like, are you stopping breathing? And, they do sleep tests. My client did a sleep test, and she showed me the picture of her before she laid down to go to sleep. And I think there was 150 different things attached to her body.
You've recommended that to me. And I don't know if I could even go to sleep like that.
Oh, they would let you drink.
Would they?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they let you do
let
your
me have
vices
a couple of whiskeys
that make you go to sleep.
That's crazy.
I still think you wouldn't. Okay, name another pet peeve of mine or yours. Okay. What I do.
All right. One of the things that you do that makes me a little bit
He's
crazy.
Nervous about doing this.
I am. I'm visibly nervous about this. But this one isn't so bad. It's just you overly apologize. You constantly, I'm sorry. And it's like, you don't need to apologize for that. Like, if we're just sharing the bathroom sink and I'm like, hey, I just need to grab this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get out of the way. No. You say I'm sorry so many times throughout a day. And it's like, don't be sorry.
Okay.
Don't be sorry. You don't have to say, or, just, there's a million different ways.
I actually have sorry, I just interrupted you.
Poppycock.
I actually have noticed that I had been saying I'm sorry a lot, and I tried to change it to I apologize so I don't say it so much. But I tend to say it when I'm kind of in a funk. I notice that when I'm just kind of like, I've got a bad day or a sad thing going on or whatever, or maybe we had just gotten into an argument and I just kind of feel sensitive around you. So like when you move and I'm like, I'm sorry, or if I get in your way, I don't know. It's just, it's just part of being in a relationship. You have to navigate around each other when, things are going like that. But yeah, okay. So I'll work on not saying I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I did that so much.
I think for me, it comes off as a sign of weakness. And you're not weak. You're a very strong woman.
Yes.
And I want you to always present yourself as the strong, wonderful woman that you are.
Thank you.
And saying I'm sorry all the time really just kind of says like, I'm kind of weak and I'm sorry and I'm frail. And that's not you.
That is not me.
No.
But it is me when I'm in a funk.
I can
so
totally
there
understand
you go.
that.
Yeah, there you go. So, okay. I just thought of another pet peeve of mine.
Let's go. Let's go.
That you do.
I want to hear it.
He hoards wood.
So true. of you don't know,
guys.
I am a carpenter, and I build a lot of things
It makes me crazy.
from scratch. It started with when I started my business, I was building cabinets from scratch, and I was building doors and custom pieces. And so that's your merchandise. That's your tools of your trade. You need to have some wood to build things out of.
Sometimes that wood sits there for 5 years or more
accurate.
while we're deciding what we're going to build with it. And
Totally
it
true.
decides to get mice houses and hotels, casinos in it. Okay, so we're going to do one more from you to me.
Oh, man.
And then we're going to wrap up because we are trying to keep this episode short. We want you to like, subscribe, and comment. Please.
What? Okay, I got to think. Shoot, I don't know.
Look at how much we love each other. Or he's just nervous.
Oh. I got one.
Okay.
The way you react when I'm driving.
Oh.
And I know that many, many, many of you out there can relate to this one because I see it all over the TikTok and everything else. Is like there could be a car
slow.
50 yards. I do drive slower than you do, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
When the way you react, like there's a car 50 yards ahead and you're like, whoa, brake, slow down. Oh my God, you almost
Don't
hit
lie.
that.
You
Like,
love my backseat driving.
or if there's a truck passing, you're like, careful, there's a truck. I know, I saw the truck. I get it. How many times have we been on a road trip and I'm like, I will rip this steering wheel off and hand it to you so that you can do the driving because apparently I'm not doing it well enough because you have to tell me all about myself and my driving while I'm driving. Like you sit in the passenger seat and just enjoy yourself.
So I've actually already solved that problem by driving instead.
Yeah.
That's great.
So now anytime we
That's
go
great.
anywhere,
Yes.
I just grab a drink before we go and you're like, oh, well,
Pet peeve
guess
solved.
I'm driving now.
Yes.
Sorry, babe, I can't drive. I already had a drink.
And I'm fine with that because it takes like 3 hours to get to Phoenix. Like, why are you
does
driving in the
not.
slow lane
I'm
going 50?
I'm not a grandpa, but I do drive barely over the speed limit.
And it makes me crazy. And I'm not a race car driver or a maniac or anything like that, but when the flow of traffic is going 80,
Yeah. Go with the flow.
I definitely like visibly show when I'm irritated in the car, like, oh my God, come on.
One of the reasons I also like get over way before I need to if we're gonna get off the freeway or
And
if we're
gets
gonna
behind
make
a
turn,
semi for like 5
because
miles.
I've gotten stuck in a line of traffic and I can't get over. And maybe this comes from like driving around San Diego because it's so much traffic.
Oh, yeah,
you have
probably.
to get over.
Yeah.
And then sit in the line of traffic to get off the freeway or take this exit. And sometimes, you just, if you're relying on the kindness of strangers to let you in, especially in Southern California,
Shit's
forget
not
it.
going to happen.
It's not happening.
You know what? When we drove to San Diego and the first time, because he always drove, and I never complained when he was driving on the freeway. Like, I never even cared.
That's true.
I never ever mentioned anything about driving. I was just like white knuckled the first time that I tried to do it because the lines go like this and then they go like this. And it's so confusing because when your eyes are looking at something that's basically it's just.
And they're like 4 or 5 wide,
Yeah.
the lanes on one direction of the freeways.
You can drive all of those highways
Whereas out here, it's just
all you want.
typically just 2, maybe 3 lanes
Yeah.
in one direction.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the flex lane. The flex lane gets a little, but anyways,
Okay, so real quick,
off that.
So we've gone over some of our pet peeves. So
Yes.
and you started off with sort of how, because part of your title there on the thing was how do you deal with them,
Oh yes,
right? So we came up with, at least for the one, we came up with Poppycock.
Poppycock.
For what have we?
How
done
about
the
for
other
the
ones?
driving one? You can just say, "Shut up, bitch."
I don't think that's gonna go over well. I had
Bitch, please.
My old roommate, I loved James. Shout out James and Jen. When they got together, they had a running joke, and I've told you this before, that with each other, where they would be like, "Hey, knock it off, you stupid bitch." I'd be like, "You're the stupid bitch." And I tried that with my girlfriend, and did not go over well. It was not. That was just their thing, and it was funny to them. It did not work with us, or who was then at the time. But anyway, so we came up with ways to let the other one know when they're doing their pet peeve.
Mm-hmm. We
At
did.
least with the poppycock and the
Poppycock.
open mouth chewing.
Well, and I'm not going to wake
and
you
that
up in
was
the
a
middle
good
of the
fix.
night. Yeah, that absolutely
That's been a
was, you
really
guys,
good
and
fix.
it really has. And I feel kind of uncomfortable when I say it, but I've noticed, like, I've said it three or four times.
Yeah.
We were chewing steak, and you were sitting right next to me, and you were going to town. My God, it sounded so good. And so I just said, Poppycock, and you immediately closed your mouth while
Yeah.
you were
I
chewing.
was like, oh,
And I appreciate the reaction. That really means a lot to me, that you give a shit enough that you're like, oh gosh, you don't get mad at me when I say it.
Yeah.
It's a clear understanding. So yes, that's a great way to deal with things. Safe words.
Doesn't it come back to all
Pineapple.
the old boring trope of the best way to fix anything in a relationship is communication?
Agreed.
Right? We talked about it, came up with a solution. It works. You know, we've talked about other things like where if I get repetitive telling a story that you've already heard, I want you to cut me off. And you were like, no, I just want to let you do your thing because that's you. And I'm like, no, I want to be cut off. And you're like, oh, okay, well then. And you've done it since. You're like, hey, I already heard this. And I'm like, cool, thank you.
I know, and that's hard on me too because you're a great storyteller. And sometimes I just want to hear the story again,
Yeah.
but I'm like, you told me to do that. There's been a couple times where I still let you tell it because you're just a great storyteller.
Well, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's wrap it
anyway,
up.
There you go.
B.
Wrap it up. Pet peeves, talk about them, let each other know, and don't fight over it when you do tell another person.
Yeah. If you make
Maybe
an
there's
agreement,
a time and a place to talk about it, like on a podcast to the world.
So when I interrupt you, do you want to say whiplash or
Well, yeah.
suckerfish?
I think you're interrupting me.
Yeah. I do. Maybe a little bit.
We came up with Poppycock because I don't know that I'm chewing with my mouth open, but I think you know.
You say
Yeah.
pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. I like it.
Okay, poppycock and poppycock and pumpernickel. That's hard to say.
We should have definitely put the pop filters back on for this episode. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, so anyways, thanks for joining us. Communication is really all you need in your relationship.
I mean, really. It's
When
tried and
somebody's
true.
making you crazy,
Tried and true. Yep.
talk about it.
There you go.
All right.
All
Cheers.
right, baby.
Thanks for joining us here on Raw Relationship Podcast. And we will see you guys again super soon. Please comment, like, subscribe. And when you comment, we will comment back. I am CG, Candygram. He is BG.
Brett Graham.
BG, CG.
So if you see our comments, we typically say, because all of our accounts are joint.
Right. So we
For the
can
Raw
both go
Relationship
on.
sec, so-
And I don't want it to seem like where somebody's like having a seizure.
Who am I talking to?
They're arguing back and forth, and people are like, "Wait, didn't they say that? Well, why are they saying this now?" Well, it's husband and wife. We're actually talking about it.
So at Raw Relationship Pod on all the socials,
Yeah.
and we're on the YouTube. Please, if you're
Come
listening to
see
this,
us.
go check out the YouTube. We got a bunch of subscribers last week, and that was really cool. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for the likes and the comments and the subscribes, and we'll keep putting it out.
All right.
Right?
Slanche.
Love you, babe.
I love you, baby.
Cheers.
Cheers.